Welcome, wrestling fans. Tony Schiavone here live, and the NWA Great American Bash Tour continues throughout the month of July. We are here live from Daytona Beach. Magnum TA going to try and do what no one's been able to do, and that is take the world title from the man they call Vader. Wrestling fans, this is Ken Resnick inviting you to join us for AWA, American Wrestling Association Wrestling Action, right here on the Nation Network. The biggest, the best, all of the greatest names in professional wrestling under one banner, and that banner is the AWA. Nick Bockwinkel, the Road Warrior, Stan the Lariat Hansen, the Midnight Rockers, and many, many more, right here, exclusively in the AWA. Exclusively on the Nation Network. All right, fans, we are back here live, Daytona Beach, Florida, with the ocean just outside. And we are ready to kick off what is going to be a tremendous night of professional wrestling. The NWA World Tag Team titles will be decided tonight. The United States Championship is on the line. And, of course, the main event, the world title, on the line as Dennis Stamp makes his way to the ring. Joining me here in the broadcast booth, of course, Stu Mayhem. And Stu, what a night of wrestling we have here coming to you live from the Sunshine State.
No doubt about it. I'll tell you right now, we've got some really, really unbelievable matches we're going to be seeing tonight. You mentioned the titles around the line. Tully Blanchard, of course, the brand new United States champion, has held that title for just about a week now and going to have an opportunity here to defend it. Magnum TA goes from being the former U.S. champion to being the #1 contender here tonight.
Well, it is going to be an absolute Donnybrook here at the beach. These fans working on their tans, and wait a minute. Well, we've seen them do this before. That is not the Nature Boy that we are used to. That is the Nature Boy Buddy Landell.
Well, Buddy Landell has perhaps garnered the ire of Vader, the world champion, because he has come out on more than one occasion. Right before Vader's matches, we hear the music that was synonymous with Ric Flair and has distracted the champion in certain events, and we almost wonder if Buddy Landell is aware of what he's doing, because eventually there may be a price to be paid.
Well, we know it's not Ric Flair because Ric Flair has been banned by the doctors. They will not sign him or release him to compete until the end of the Great American Bash due to the injury sustained back on the 4th of July. Of course, August 1st will be the Clash of the Champions, and that is going to be one you will not want to miss. We are all looking forward to that anxiously. Bell sounds action underway. Look at this. Dennis Stamp with a nice move right there on the Nature Boy. Takes him down with a side headlock.
Well, who'd have thunk it, right? If you book him, he will come.
Now goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. It's one. He gets almost two. And Landell coming out the back door. I don't know if he's completely ready for the match to go. He's not looking very good early on, and something seems to be wrong. Oh, he was baiting him in, and not for anything. I don't think he had the longevity in that jump. Did Dennis Stamp, and now the Nature Boy Buddy Landell with a clothesline, and down goes Dennis Stamp.
Oh, Stamp doing a good job right there of blocking, and now he walks right into a fireman carry by Buddy Landell. No doubt that Landell has taken quite the glean from the champion, the former champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Well, we're in an industry where gimmick infringement is generally frowned upon, but you can see right here that Buddy Landell doesn't seem to worry about that at all. Very familiar style, but does he have the talent to back it up?
Well, he can definitely get by on his talent. I don't know that he has the value and the same level of talent as a Ric Flair, but then again, very few do.
Well, that is the truth, and we wish the Nature Boy Ric Flair a speedy recovery. We look forward to him coming back, and we understand that he will be in the ring on August 1st as part of Clash of the Champions. We do not yet have anything in concrete as to what his role will be. Snapmare now by Dennis Stamp, taking him over. Now the Nature Boy Buddy Landell is in a compromised position here.
Well, Dennis Stamp doing a really good job of wrenching that arm and shoulder.
Landell rolls through, comes up the back. Elbow right to the jaw. Clothesline, and now Stamp goes all the way out here on the beach in Daytona, Florida.
Well, sand might be a good place to go to have a good time, but it's not much fun to land on. Drop kick just caught him into the apron of the ring.
He went sailing up into that apron, and now these two guys really going at one another. The suplex out here on the sand. Hits him now with that knee drop. Nature Boy Buddy Landell. Referee now tied up with Landell, backing him up. Takes him away from the count. Will Stamp be able to turn around and get in the ring? He does, just barely beat the count out.
Oh, here it goes. He's got that figure four leg lock on, and it's in there.
Dennis Stamp is in a lot of trouble right here. I don't think he's going to be able to pull out of this one. He may have broken it.
Yeah, there was a little bit of torque there at the very end, and it seemed like that is what drew the submission.
Well, we take a look back at some of the moments of this one here. Out here on the sand, dropping the knee, locking him into that figure four leg lock, and after that, it was just a matter of time.
Well, Landell continues his winning ways here in the NWA, but you have to wonder what happens once he amps up the level of competition. He hasn't gone there yet. Nothing against Dennis Stamp, but he is not the upper tier here in the NWA.
Absolutely not. All right, fans, stick around. We still got plenty more action to come here as part of the Bash at the Beach
The Great American Bash rolls on here on the Nation Network. We'll be right back. All right, fans, this next one falls count anywhere. You want to talk about a return match? Last time we saw these two guys, they were in tag team competition, but it was Harley Race getting the big win over the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Dusty Rhodes has not been happy about that. Dusty Rhodes was a little surprised, to say the least, when Terry Funk produced Harley Race as a mystery tag team partner, but this is the Great American Bash, and that's what it's all about. Indeed, surprises are part of the game. A beautiful day here in Daytona, Florida. The sun is out, the crowd enjoying it. The beach just outside of our arena structure. The call is for temperatures in the upper 80s. Partially cloudy skies, no rain in the forecast. We have a perfect day for wrestling. And here comes the man who's been biding his time for this opportunity. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, looking to settle the score right here with Harley Race. Well, I don't know how these two men can possibly settle a score in one match, but he'd like to even it up, I can tell you that right now. Well, I'm surprised they're not already going at it with the history between these two men, plus what happened last time out the gate. Dusty Rhodes has this crowd wound up, and now it is time to point all that aggression in one direction, and that is at that man, Harley Race. There will be no countouts. There will be no disqualifications. What there will be is a winner here today. And Dusty Rhodes wasting no time now that he knows who his opponent's going to be. Well, one thing about Harley Race, he's made about as tough and strong as they come. And Dusty's going to have a lot of work ahead of him if he thinks he's going to put his shoulders down to the mat. Well, it could be the mat, could be the beach, could be on top of a table. All the opportunity in the world in a match like this. Nice move right there by Harley Race. That dragon screw leg drag.
Now he's got Dusty Rhodes back up to a knee, hammering away with those big sledgehammer forearms. Of course, Harley Race, former World Heavyweight Champion.
Indeed, one of the great NWA Heavyweight Champions until a guy by the name of the Nature Boy Ric Flair came along. And there was a changing of the guard, and now the battle moves outside the ring, as does the referee.
Well, indeed, referee's going to try and maintain order best he can, but all he's there for is to count or to call submission. There's a 1 count in the beach. Dusty Rhodes and Harley Race going to work on one another.
Well, a lot of people come down south to the tropics for some nice drinks with umbrellas in them. And these guys come down here to beat the ever-living crap out of one another.
Well, everyone's got their own version of a vacation, and for these two guys, this might be what they like to do when they go down south. Either way, we are the beneficiaries of this one. As now the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, tee it off, and here comes. Flip, flop, and fly, down he goes. And Harley Race has been busted open.
All the blood flowing on Harley Race.
Dusty Rhodes pressing him overhead and down hard onto the sand. Dusty measuring with those elbows, and the blood really starting to cascade. Nice back body drop, turning the pace of this match around that easily.
And I'll tell you, these two guys know each other pretty well. They've definitely been on opposite sides of the ring from one another in the past. This is not a new thing.
Definitely not. Now Dusty has him up against the guardrail. There's the big elbow. He hooks the leg ringside. Referee counts 1, 2. He got him.
Wow, big victory for the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. You talked about it early that he was going to try and even things up. Well, he's done that convincingly.
The big elbow downing him, and the blood flows down the face of Harley Race. And there was the 3 count, and there's your winner.
Well, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, making good on a promise he made to the fans that he would take Harley Race down a peg, and he's done just that.
He has, and we'll be back with more of the Great American Bash right after these words. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are back live, Daytona Beach, Florida, and it is time for the first of our championship title matches. As part of the Great American Bash, we take a look at the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, Ole and Arn Anderson.
Well, since making the return, Ole Anderson has definitely created some waves around here in the NWA on World Championship Wrestling.
Well, he definitely has, but that's nothing that he's a stranger to. And he doesn't mind it. He doesn't shy away from it. Tonight, they have the opportunity to take the NWA Tag Team Championship. And those titles currently being worn by the fabulous Freebirds, Michael P.S. Ace, Jimmy Jam Garvin. And tonight, it's one of those deals where there's nowhere to run, because this title will be defended inside of a steel cage right here on the beach.
Oh, there it goes, and here they come. Here we have it, Michael P.S. Hayes. And he'll tell you that the PS stands for purely sexual. And Jimmy Jam Garvin, they are the fabulous Freebirds.
Now, of course, Michael Hayes is the founder of the Freebirds back in the day when he was running with Bam Bam, Terry Gordy, and Buddy Roberts. Of course, that team had to disband some 6 months ago. And even after that lengthy time apart, Michael P.S. Hayes tried his hand at a singles career, and he did well. But I think his heart is in the tag team wrestling, and that's when he went and got a hold of a former brother of his, as he says, Jimmy Jam Garvin, and reignited the fabulous Freebirds.
Well, they shocked the world when they took those titles away from the Midnight Express. Nobody, and I mean nobody, saw that one coming. Least of all James Z. Cornette.
Well, Cornette made the mistake of saying he had an open contract. Anyone that wants it, step up, and he allowed that to happen. Granted, he wasn't expecting this. Now he's on the outside looking in, trying to find a way to get his Midnight Express back on top of the tag team division.
Well, while he's trying, one of these two teams is going to do it. Do the Freebirds have what it takes to get past the Minnesota Wrecking Crew inside of a steel cage? That is something we're going to have to find out together.
Ole Anderson had him up, and he couldn't hold him. Michael Hayes out the back door with a reverse DDT. Meantime, Arn Anderson, the enforcer, having a pretty good way of things right now with Jimmy Garvin. Nice cross knee backbreaker by Ole, and Arn Anderson came down with that sledgehammer.
Oh, Ole Anderson going to work on the leg. Smart move right there. If you can ground him, it's going to be hard to climb that cage with only one leg.
Scoop up in the air, couldn't hold it. Snapmare takes him over. Elbow right to the back of the head, and now Jimmy Garvin off the ropes, but he clipped the knee, it looks like, of his own tag team partner.
Inadvertent contact right there, and Michael Hayes may have been injured.
Look at Ole Anderson now getting the attention of both members of the Freebirds. And now Jimmy Garvin down on the leg of Arn Anderson as Ole Anderson hammering away on Michael Hayes. And now Ole Anderson starting to climb the cage. Anderson's going up. Michael Hayes is going to try and stop him if he can.
Doesn't look too good. Oh, wait a minute. From the very top of the cage, Jimmy Garvin's got him. This this is going to be terrible.
What an unbelievable fall. Ole Anderson just came down over 10 feet from the top of that cage.
I don't know how he's gotten back up on his feet from that one as Garvin now hammered away on Arn Anderson.
And that took his focus off of Ole, and that was a mistake because now Ole Anderson. Oh, wait a minute now. Arn Anderson trying to scale the cage again, and here comes Jimmy Garvin. And he pulls the enforcer down, and now Ole going up. Michael Hayes says, I don't think so. We're here for a fight. You're not going anywhere.
Well, we say nowhere to hide, nowhere to run to, but the reality is if you can get out of the cage, you're halfway home.
Garvin watching now as Michael Hayes trying to regain his composure. Now Garvin climbing the cage. Jimmy Garvin's got a leg over, and the tag team champions have one out.
Oh, that leaves a 2-on-1 disadvantage, though, for Michael Hayes. Jimmy Garvin may not have done himself any favors. What a move right there.
Great move by Michael P.S. Hayes. And now Ole Anderson making a mistake, in my opinion. He should be going to work on him instead of talking to him. Michael Hayes taking Ole Anderson all the way over, and there's Arn Anderson. He doesn't notice him. There's a numbers disadvantage right now that Michael Hayes is facing, and he's got to be aware of it. Oh, wait a minute.
Ole Anderson just stepped right in front of Arn Anderson, and he took one right in the head.
Well, we've seen both teams have a moment. He was just about to get him with the Bulldog. Save was made by Ole Anderson. And now the atomic knee drop. What's Ole's going to do?
Ole's climbing the cage. He looks like he might be making it out.
He's got a leg over. Now it's down to two. One of these two men is going to settle this one up. Anderson just dropping Michael Hayes into the turnbuckle and now choking him out.
And it is completely legal in this one. Steel cage, there are no disqualifications, and now Arn Anderson is looking at the steel.
Anderson climbing the cage, and unless Michael P.S. Hayes finds a way to stop him, we're going to have a new champion. Anderson's got a leg over. Fans, the Horsemen are about to add the NWA Tag Team titles to the stable.
That was a hell of a battle. All four men, here it was about to happen, it looked for sure. And then Ole Anderson made an absolutely critical save. Arn Anderson able to climb down the cage. And now we have new World Tag Team Champions here in the NWA.
Fans, that was everything we expected it to be. New tag team champions have been crowned right here as part of Bash at the Beach, the Great American Bash. The tradition continues. The Horsemen now have the United States and the tag team championships in their stable.
Well, to say things have turned around since the 4th of July would be a gross understatement.
All right, fans, this crowd still buzzing about what we just saw moments ago. New tag team champions have been crowned right here at Bash of the Beach. And we're getting ready to see the NWA United States Championship defended.
Well, first we're going to get a look at the challenger. Cincinnati, Ohio's very own Flying Brian Pillman.
Oh, wait a minute. And the United States champion not going to waste any time. Pillman up on the top rope. He better watch himself. Oh, he just struck the top rope.
He may be out. Pillman may be out. That appeared to be a devastating shot.
Shades of what we saw happen on the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Tully Blanchard knocked him off this turnbuckle. He wasn't expecting Blanchard to be there. And he struck it. It looked like the bottom of his jaw, either on the top turnbuckle pad or the rope itself. I'm not sure which. And from there, it's a good 8-foot drop to the sandy beach below.
Oh, Pillman's in all kinds of trouble right now, and Tully Blanchard knows it. Going to the eyes. And now Pillman is really going to have to figure a way back into this one, because Tully Blanchard is just showing what the Horsemen have got in store.
Well, the Great American Bash did not start off in their favor, no doubt about that. With the opening night fiasco that was Big Van Vader, the loss of their leader, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and now this. The Horsemen taking the tag team titles back tonight. The U.S. Championship, Tully Blanchard hangs on to. Went for a big elbow drop, not even close to the mark. Brian Pillman has not been able to muster any offense.
Well, you got to wonder just how badly injured he was. That was a devastating fall from the rope.
Irish whip sends him into the rope. Now back out front. Both men collide. And Pillman with a first piece of offense with a forearm and down boot to the midsection. Hammering away. Oh, he's got him up in that corner. Now Pillman.
Well, apparently Brian Pillman not too happy about the way things have gone thus far.
And Tully Blanchard's been staggered. Big knee lift gets him. Pillman with a kip up. Pillman now forearm right to the head. Hits the rope, springboard. Look at this.
Oh, he ran out of juice right there, and it looked really good for Pillman for a moment.
Tully Blanchard has him up for the pile driver. Down goes Pillman. Blanchard doing a number on him right there. Just drove his head into the canvas. Referee goes for the cover, gets one. He gets two, and he got him.
Tully Blanchard riding that wave of success that the Horsemen have been hanging on to lately.
Well, again, we talk about the opening moment of this match. I don't know how you come back from that. Pillman tried to. He made a valiant effort, but that was a devastating blow, to say the least. Still the NWA United States Heavyweight Champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Tully Blanchard.
Oh, the Horsemen really have things going their way right now.
We're going to take a look right now at the world champion, Vader, in the back getting ready to compete. Wait a minute!
The Nature Boy Ric Flair is attacking him.
He's attacking the world champion. Flair is not cleared to wrestle, but he's here in the backstage locker room area. And Vader just got thrown through the door. Flair down with a trash can. What's he going to do?
I wouldn't want to be Vader in this moment. Oh!
Flair just nailing him with that steel trash can. Now he's got a chair. There's a lot of animosity. Flair has been sidelined for the past 3 weeks, missing the majority of the Great American Bash. And now he is letting Vader have it.
Flair used that chair on the leg, on the abdomen, the back, all avenues of Big Vader, and now the champion trying to fight his way back.
Well, Vader was sabotaged. He was set up from behind. Never saw the attack coming by Flair. But as far as Flair is concerned, I am sure that is what's good for the goose. Vader just struck that wall.
Vader's in trouble. He's supposed to be wrestling Magnum TA tonight. I don't know how that's supposed to happen.
Flair goes for the pile driver. Vader says no. Something's got to give. And now Vader again sending Flair into the locker.
Ric Flair looks like he's ready to get back in the ring, if you want my opinion.
Well, unfortunately, the doctors have said no, but it doesn't stop Ric Flair from coming back to make a point. Now what's he going to do? Vader's in trouble. Flair's got him up in the air. Suplex puts him through the table. Fans, this is absolutely unbelievable. We'll be back right after this.
Wrestling fans, this is Ken Resnick inviting you to join us for AWA, American Wrestling Association Wrestling Action, right here on the Nation Network. The biggest, the best, all of the greatest names in professional wrestling under one banner, and that banner is the AWA. Nick Bockwinkel, the Road Warrior, Stan the Lariat Hansen, the Midnight Rockers, and many, many more, right here, exclusively at the AWA, exclusively on the Nation Network.
All right, fans, we're about to find out what our main event looks like. We're still waiting for official word from the back. I don't know if Vader's capable of defending that title here tonight or not now.
Well, he was absolutely surprised. No one expected Flair to be here, certainly not Vader.
Well, here comes the challenger. He signed a contract. Magnum TA making his way down to the ring.
Well, if Vader does show up for the match, you gotta think Magnum's odds of winning have just gone up exponentially.
No doubt about that. All right, I just received word that Vader's gonna go. Vader is ready. He's standing by, and he's coming out.
Well, Vader's gone up against 3 men to get the world title. And here he is. He made a man of his word. Say what you will.
Well, there he is indeed, Big Van Vader, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Despite the attack just moments ago, backstage in the locker room at the hands of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. This mastodon of a man making his way down to the ring.
Well, let's give the devil his due. Just about anybody else would have took the rest of the night off and said, I'm not defending the title after that.
And I don't think anybody would blame somebody in that situation.
No, definitely not. I wouldn't.
One thing about Vader we know and we've seen, he can absorb enormous amounts of punishment and continue going through it. And he just did suffer a lot of punishment. Now the question is, what can Magnum TA do to capitalize? As we take a look at the title, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This is what they're going to be fighting for. Fans, we remind you that we have continuously new programming coming here to the Nation Network. Fire Pro Wrestling will be coming very soon here to the Nation Network. Fans have asked for it. We will have it. The latest edition of Spy Hunter Nowhere to Run featuring The Rock is available now right here on the Nation Network. As we take a look at the World Heavyweight Champion, Vader stares across the ring at the challenger, Magnum TA. And Vader, you gotta know, can't be at 100% going into this one.
No, no way in the world is he at 100%.
But you don't see it stopping him, do you?
No, I don't know what'll stop him. He took on 3 members of the Horsemen on the 4th of July in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Won that. Turned around and then faced Ric Flair 1-on-1 for the title and won that. And has pretty much had a clear streak since then.
Outside of one count-out loss to Bobby Eaton. Look at this. Magnum tried to collar and elbow, tie it up, and Vader just throwing him down. But now Magnum winding up the arm. Nice move right there. And a shoulder tackle by Magnum TA. Magnum looking to take advantage. He knows. He saw what happened.
Well, Magnum's got to realize that the getting's good right now. He's been the world champion before. He wants it again.
Especially after losing that United States title so recently. Magnum doing a number, and the champion is in trouble. Neck breaker nicely done, and now Magnum goes for the cover, hooks the leg.
Well, we're going to see just how badly injured he is. Vader out on 1.
And now Vader with a snapmare taking Magnum over. Wrenching the head and the neck of Magnum TA.
And that's just not a normal guy doing that either. That is an absolute beast of a man with a height, weight advantage. But Magnum right back with a shoulder tackle, and down goes the beast.
Another shoulder block. Maybe Vader should have stayed outside the ring a little bit longer. Irish whip sends him out to the floor, and out he goes. Once again, we are live from Daytona Beach, Florida. The sand, surf, and sun. Magnum's got him up in the air for the pile driver. No, he couldn't hold it.
Back body drop, and again, that sand has very little to no give it all. Very misjudging surface to land on. It's also uneven. Where you come down in the ring and it's a flat surface, you have these different lumps and hills and stuff. And when you come down on that, it can really put some damage to different pressure points in the back and the neck area that can affect the guy the rest of the night, if not longer.
Well, very good point. Astute observation. Magnum just went to work on the arm of Vader. Not a bad idea. Oh, look at this. Magnum starting to feel good.
Oh, I think he realizes the opportunity is there. Look at this. Vader says, "You're not picking me anywhere."
It looked like Magnum was going to try and scoop him up. But instead, the challenger still has the opportunity right now, and he knows it. And now he's got him with a Boston Crab, Magnum.
Oh, he's got that cinched on guard. Vader crawling his way over.
And now he powers out. The champion driving the elbows one after another into the chest and shoulders of Magnum. Down goes the referee.
Oh, this is where things can get a little bit dicey. No referee to maintain order. Magnum TA buys himself enough time to assure that the referee is back up and able to do his job.
Now Magnum with a hip field takes him out of the corner across the ring. Magnum TA's got that leg and drives the knee hard into the apron. You have to know that Ric Flair is somewhere watching this match right now. Again, Magnum TA going for broke, and it's not going to happen.
Oh, Magnum has tried on more than one occasion thus far and had no luck at all. Running body splash by Magnum. What's he going to do here?
Arm wringer takes him down, and the champion in trouble. Magnum waiting for him to get back to his feet. Belly to belly. There it is. He got him. Suplex hooks the leg. We might have a new champion. Vader gets a shoulder up.
Unbelievable. Vader somehow manages to get his shoulder up, but Magnum's still feeling pretty good about things.
Stiff left hand has stunned the challenger. And now Vader trying to see what he can mount in the way of offense right now. It's been a long night for the champion. Oh, if he hits with this, it could be over. Vader bomb.
Oh, we've seen that put a lot of men down. And now Magnum
in trouble. There it is, Vader bomb. I don't know if Magnum's going to have what it takes to kick out of this or not. 1, 2, it's over.
Well, you don't see too many people kick out on that Vader bomb, but it took a lot for Vader to get it.
Magnum TA came within a whisper of being the man to stop the freight train known as Vader.
Well, we saw on a couple of occasions Vader was able to block it, but there was the belly to belly. I thought maybe we were going to see a new champion. Look at the crowd on their feet. They thought it was going to happen.
And from there, it was just a matter of time, and there it was. That Vader bomb devastating the way it drives the life out of the
opponent's body. Hooks the leg. Magnum's tried all he could. Nothing to be ashamed of. Despite the adversity early on, Vader still able to become victorious and continue his run as the NWA World Heavyweight Champion here as part of the Great American Bash. Fans, thank you so much for joining us here on the Nation Network. Plenty more Great American Bash action still to come. We'll see you back here real soon. So long, everyone.